Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I'll explain all about that in the video. But first of all, I wanted to mention that I hope the camera settings and the lighting and the framing and everything is okay in this video. This is my first video I filmed since moving, so I have my new setup and everything. And there's a new window location and stuff, so if the video is like too bright or the angle is weird, let me know and I will try to fix that in following videos. But anyway, let's go ahead and explain what we got going on down here. So this week I'm using this really pretty Pride and Prejudice kit from La Petite Paula. This kit was actually a gift from my friend Beth. So Beth, if you are watching, thank you so much. I absolutely love this kit. I was gonna hoard it forever, but because I'm not using Erin Condren next year, I wanted to go ahead and use it while I had the chance. And of course, I keep all my planners so I can flip back through and look at it forever. So here are the full boxes. They are so wonderful. If you didn't know, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books. I just absolutely love it. Mr. Darcy is so great. Anyway, here is the functional page. You've got some headers, date covers, little boxes, and labels. Then you've got your full box checklist and your weekend banner. And finally, your bottom washi and some more labels and flags. So a nice little kit, along with some deco, which I'll have to pull in. And the pen I'm using this week, you guys might die of shock, but it is actually a ballpoint pen. It is a Uniball Signo in, I guess that's the size, 207. Oh, and I'm sorry for my nails, but because I've been opening so many boxes and stuff, well, I don't paint my nails anyway, as y'all know, but my nails and like fingers and stuff are kind of scratched up because I've been opening so many boxes and ripping tape and paper and whatnot, so sorry if my nails look a little bit rough. Anyway, so this pen, I don't normally write with ballpoint pens. In fact, I never do if I can help it, but Ashley is a receptionist, some of you may know, and so she uses a lot of pens, and somehow this pen got to her desk at work, so she was using it and she really liked it, so she brought it home for me to try, and I really liked it actually. So yeah, if you are a gel pen user but you need a ballpoint pen recommendation, here's one for you. Okay, let's get started. So see if I can find the zoom. I think that's right. Does that look right to y'all? Let me know. Anyway, so as I mentioned earlier, this is the week that I moved out of my other apartment and into my new apartment. So people always ask me why I wanted to move. There are a lot of reasons. I'm sorry if you hear that helicopter going over right now, but there's not much I can do about that. Anyway, there are a lot of reasons why we moved. One of the main reasons was that our apartment was on the bottom floor and it was also on the front. So if our apartment was like right here, right outside of our front windows was the parking lot. I mean, it was probably not even 5 feet from our windows to the parking lot. So, as you can imagine, well, I'm gonna do my sidebar really quickly. So I have habit trackers down here, some headers, and I will use a couple of these ombre boxes, I think. So let's use this purple header. Anyway, so as you can imagine, being right outside or next to the parking lot was quite a problem, especially when your neighbors want to sit in their car at 3 in the morning and blast music. Not super pleasant. Okay, these are sized a little bit differently than I'm used to, but I will just white out the lines. And that should be fine. And kind of center them like this. Okay. And then when people would like park in front of our windows, their headlights would just stream into our rooms. And also being at the very front, everyone always had to walk by our apartment to get wherever they needed to go. Like no matter where they lived in the building, you have to walk past the front of the building, obviously. So that got old really fast. And of course, because we were on the bottom, we had upstairs neighbors, which just, I mean, you guys, I'm sure you've lived in an apartment with upstairs neighbors before. It's just not very pleasant, especially because our second neighbor, so while we lived there, by the way, if you're new here, when I say we, 99% of the time, I mean my sister Ashley and I say we because we're twins and we do stuff together a lot. We live together, for instance. And I have this terrible habit of constantly saying we. I almost never say I. And people probably think I'm really weird for it, but that's what I mean when I say we. Anyway, we had two sets of neighbors, upstairs neighbors, while we lived there. We had a couple who lived above us for the first 10-ish months, and then they moved out, and a single lady moved in above us. And the lady was like nocturnal. I'm not totally sure exactly what her deal was, but she made a lot of noise at night, and that was very, very difficult to deal with, especially for Ashley because she gets up really early for work. So it was just not the best situation. Also, the complex that we lived in, the like management of the complex was just bad. I mean, it was super hard to ever get anyone to reply to your emails or phone calls, especially like during COVID when we couldn't go into the office. There were times when like water was leaking from our ceiling and no one would answer our phone calls, and yeah, it was not the best, not the most well-managed apartment complex. So yeah, that's a few, like a smattering of reasons why we moved. So in our new apartment, oh, this washi is really thick, I like it. Covers the whole bottom. So in our new apartment, we are on the top floor, which is so wonderful. I really, really enjoy it so far, even though we have to go up a bunch of stairs because we don't have an elevator, but it's okay. We're on the top floor. We are on the front again, but it's not such a big deal because this apartment is actually well built and, you know, it has soundproofing and stuff. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos that the walls at our last apartment complex were made out of tissue paper and spit, which is probably not far from the truth. So yeah, I like this apartment complex so far. Obviously, I haven't lived here for very long, but so far I'm enjoying it. They actually have a lot of amenities that I don't know if I'll be using. For instance, they have an agility park for dogs, which I think is pretty neat. I do not have a dog. Actually, I don't have any pets. Well, okay, so what I didn't fill this in because there's only one little set of washi in this kit, and I kind of want to save it to use. Oh, I was going to use it for the headers, but I have a lot of other headers, and I think what I might do actually is there is an extra full box. There's 9, obviously. So, what do I want to do? I think I might take this box and put it down here, and then the washi would match at the bottom. I might do that. Anyway, I was talking about pets. So I don't have any pets because, well, there's several reasons. The first one is that every apartment complex I've ever lived in charges extra money for pet rent for having an animal in the complex. And sometimes they're pretty steep. Like the one I live at now, the pet rent is like $350. It's only a one-time payment, but in my opinion, that's still expensive. And then, of course, the pet would need to go to the vet and other small charges like that. It's not really in my budget right now. I think I'll just line this up. It doesn't match up perfectly, but it's okay. I'm trying to be a bit more carefree with my planning. You know, I don't want to be planning and get stressed out because something doesn't line up exactly or something like that. This is supposed to be fun after all. So yeah, I don't have a pet, so I don't know if I'll use that dog agility park ever, but I think it is fun for people who do have a dog. Okay, now I'm going to write in my Bible studies really fast. And you guys can see how nicely this pen writes. I don't know if it's going to transfer super well on camera, but it has a very, very smooth point, and the ink, okay, it's skipping, but I think it's skipping more because of the air encontrant paper. Y'all probably know that the paper is quite textured. It's not exactly like smooth. But this pen does have a very, very smooth, like the ink is really smooth, and it's a pretty bold point, which I like, especially for this kit, because this kit has quite a bit of like thicker black accents. So I thought it would work well. My other choice was going to be a Papermate Inkjoy gel, but I don't know, something called me to this pen today. And I didn't do Bible studies on these days because I was pretty busy. So let's see where we are now. I think I will do my headers. So I will use the today headers at the top of each day. These colors are more for springtime, I guess you could say, but I don't mind at all. In fact, I like having the break from the darker like browns and oranges that are constantly in my planner in the fall time. And this kit does have some darker like browns and grays, so it's not too far of a stretch if you ask me. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize if we start getting some glare in this video because, hold on one second. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. Do you guys see the like window slat lines? If that comes into our frame, I apologize. But I'm still learning, or still trying to figure out rather, how to film videos in this apartment. So we will learn together. Now I'm gonna put down the weekend banner, simple script one. Do I want it at the top or the bottom? I think I'll put it at the top. Okay. And the date covers are right here. I'll just write in the dates. I don't think I have any pre-cut date dots laying around. Okay, let's get these down. I love the pattern on these date covers. Okay, that's all of our basics. So I think we can get started with Monday. I didn't even zoom you back in. Okay. So I didn't actually move until Friday of this week. So on Monday I was still working. Let's see. First thing I needed to do this morning was fill orders because we had a sale on the previous Friday for moving. So I think I will use this box and I will put it down a little bit because I want to stack an icon on top of that. Sorry if I just shook the tripod there. So mark filling orders, I think I'm gonna use, let's see here. I'm gonna use a printer from Happy Daya and also this script sticker. This was hand lettered by my friend Kim. I talk about her all the time, but she recently released some hand lettering guides so that you guys, well, all of us, because I'm doing it too, you guys, we can all figure out how to mimic her absolutely gorgeous lettering. The link to that is on her Instagram, and her Instagram is linked in the description bar of the video if you would like to check it out. So after I filled orders, I wanted to spend some time brainstorming new Winstons. I was trying to get out all of my final ideas before Black Friday. So let's see what I have in the way of thinking emojis. Let me see if I can find my sheet of Winston emojis. There's one on there that I think I might want to use, if I can find it in my stash. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the one with the little light bulb. It's Winston to mark Winston's. It's fun. Okay. After that, I wanted to post some sneak peeks on Instagram. For that, I'm just going to use this little flower icon from the deco sheet. It's a nice way to incorporate the deco, if you ask me. I'm sorry again if you hear me constantly standing up and sitting down and rolling around in my chair, but I just like to get up every 2 seconds to see if I'm in frame. Okay, and then I also mailed orders on this day. I really don't have any pastel Winstons in my shop color palette. So instead of this, I will use this little guy, Etchy, from Peaceful Mind Design. He's one of my favorite characters, as y'all probably know. Okay. And then to mark off like work from the rest of my day, I will use a full box. I think I will use, which one should I use? Maybe this blue one that has the letter to Lizzie on it. I like the stripes. Okay, there we go. And then in the evening, I did a few things. Maybe I'll put down a checklist. Yeah, I think I'll do a checklist. Let's see. It's a little bit too long. What about... Let me see if I have a Winston checklist that will fit the color scheme, sort of. I don't have very many checklist stickers because most kits come with them, but I will definitely need to grow my sticker stash of functionals for next year. This one kind of matches. I think I'll use this one. So the first thing I wanted to do was strength train. And then I needed to do some like Russian homework, I guess you could call it. If you didn't know, when I was in college, for my second major, which was history, I had to study a foreign language, and really quickly, the last thing I wanted to do was continue reading the Pathfinder. Anyway, my second major that I chose was history, and for that we had to have a foreign language, and I picked Russian because Ashley was already taking Russian classes, so I figured she could help me with my homework. I know that's like a bad excuse, but I'm just being honest. Anyway, so I took Russian for 2 years, and I really liked it quite a bit. I'm going to put this header right here because the space is really empty, and the sticker is very light, so it adds the to-do text without like crowding the area, I think. And that is Monday finished. Anyway, so I took Russian for 2 years. I liked it a lot. It's definitely the most challenging language I've ever tried to learn. I also have studied Russian, or not Russian, I've also studied Latin, and I learned American Sign Language. That was my first major in college. But I liked it anyway, and as a result of studying Russian, I kind of, like outside of the class, I got interested in like some Russian literature and films. And particularly I got interested in Dostoevsky's novels. I don't know if you guys have ever read anything by him, but I read this book called The Brothers Karamazov, which was recommended to me by one of my friends. Moving on to Tuesday, slight interruption. The first thing I had to do was start drawing these new Winstons that I designed, so I'm going to mark that with a iPad Winston. Anyway, one of my friends recommended that book to me, and I read it and absolutely loved it just so much. I thought it was such an amazing book, and so then I started reading other books by Dostoevsky, like Crime and Punishment, which I also absolutely loved. And I read The Double, and I read The Idiot, which I really enjoyed. So basically I got really into Dostoevsky. And a few months ago I was hopping around on the internet, and I found this TV miniseries based on Brothers from 2007, I think, or 2009. And I watched the whole thing. It was like 12 hours long, and I watched the entire thing even though I didn't understand it fully because I just am that into Brothers. Really quickly, I'm going to mark that I did a poll for one of our new Winstons, which was the Push Pin Winston, if you guys have seen him. I'm gonna mark that. I think I might put this on something. Oh, maybe I'll use one of these labels. I really like this type of label, this like two-tone label. Yeah, I'll use one of these. Anyway, as I was watching that TV series, I basically decided that I needed to start practicing Russian again because I really, really want to understand it fully, and I want to read Dostoevsky in the original language, because of course all the nuances are completely lost in translation. So I have started studying Russian again. It's pretty tough, but I'm enjoying it. So that was a really long story. I hope that didn't absolutely bore you to tears. I apologize if it did. After this, I was working on new designs, and I actually finished 5 new designs on this day, which I was really, really happy about. Normally I can't get that much done in one day. It would normally be like 2 designs, but I don't know, something about this day I was able to just totally get in the zone, I guess you could say. So I'm definitely gonna need a happy sticker to mark that. Let's see what we got. Oh, I think I might use one of these Winstons. I'll use this little gray one. Super cute. You guys should comment below and tell me some like things you're really obsessed with. I think it's really fun to learn about different people and their interests. aside from brothers and Russian literature, I kind of have an obsession with hiking. I would go hiking every day if I could. In fact, I go most days of the week. Like probably 4 or 5 days of the week I go on a hike. And I never get tired of it. I go to the same places pretty regularly, and I just don't get bored with it. I just really enjoy it. Okay, that is the end of my work day on Tuesday, so I'm going to do my home life, which is where it starts to get interesting. And I think I will put down another to-do header. I like the, I'll do a little things header because I like this purple pattern. So, we bought some new furniture when we moved because our new apartment is about 150 square feet bigger than our old apartment was. So we needed some more furniture to fill the space, and of course, well, not of course, but we bought it from IKEA, so we had to build it ourselves, which is always fun. Especially for me, because I don't even know the difference between a screwdriver and a wrench half the time. But anyway, I'm going to use this candle deco to mark building a bookcase. Luckily, I have Ashley to help me build things because she actually is oh, I told you she's a receptionist, but she's actually a receptionist at a construction company. So she's worked there for 2 years now, I think, and throughout that time she's gotten quite a bit of knowledge about construction. So she knows about, you know, Allen wrenches and stuff like that. And then in the evening, or after this, I did some more packing. Let's see, I think I'll use this pink flower deco. We did hire movers for this move, but we only had them move our furniture because we're cheap basically, and if we can move things ourselves, we just choose to. So they moved our furniture and we packed everything else up in boxes and moved it ourselves. All I did in the evening was read. I'm still reading the Pathfinder, which is the sequel to Last of the Mohicans. But I don't have a ton of room to mark that, so I think I might just take this washi strip and put it down here just to fill up the space. There we go. Tuesday is done. On to Wednesday. You guys might have noticed I started whiting out these lines at the beginning of the day. I think I will start with a full box up here. Let's see. I think I will use this one with Lizzie and Darcy. And let's see. Let's mark work first, of course. Needed to fill orders again this day. Let's use this box. Little teapot. If you're a fan of Jane Austen novels, you should comment below. Oops, you guys are totally not in frame. There we go. You guys should comment below what your favorite one is. It's honestly really hard for me to pick, but I think it might be Emma. So to mark filling orders, you know what? I won't even use an icon because this teapot is already here, so I will just write fill orders. After this, I needed to reship an advent calendar because it had gotten lost in the mail. Thankfully, only one advent calendar got lost this year, which is awesome because they're, you know, more expensive items than most stickers, and of course, it's inconvenient for y'all when things go missing. So let me find a package sticker that I like. Oh, I think I might use one of these. These little stamps from Hello Cupcake Plans. The little pig one matches pretty well, and it's very cute. And then after this, I wanted to finish the Black Friday designs because we were getting pretty close to Black Friday at this point, and I was still trying to put out new designs. So to do that, I think I might use one of these from my shop, these little sticky notes. Yeah, I think I'll use one of these pink ones. But I'll write on it while it's on the sheet so that I don't have to write next to the coil. Okay, I was drawing these, so I'll probably use another iPad Winston. Text needs to go on this side. Those strips of light from the sun are like slowly inching towards me. It's making me nervous. I'm worried you guys are gonna see it. Has the tripod been shaking the whole time? If it has, I'm very, very sorry. Let me actually move some stuff around and then I'll be right back to see if I can eliminate the shaking. Okay, some slight adjustments have been made. Hopefully y'all will be stationary throughout the remainder of this video. If it was shaky, I apologize again. So I need to mark finishing Black Friday designs. We'll pop that right there. Perfect. And then that was the last work thing I had to do that day. In the evening, I needed to run by the bank really quickly. So let me get a money icon of some sort. I'm going to use this little money icon. This is from Blueberry Papetree. That will be linked down below because I can't pronounce it properly. All the shops I use are linked in the description bar of the video in the order in which I mention them. So this is to mark going to the bank to withdraw some money. And then in the evening, not too much going on, just reading. So, let me see. There's quite a bit of space there. I have some reading stickers that are a bit bigger. Let me see if I can use one of those. Okay, that's probably enough choices. Those aren't gonna match. These might match, except for the yellow. Maybe not. These will match. These match really well, but I love these and don't want to use them up, so I'm gonna save them. And then, okay, it's gonna be one of these two. I think I'll use this one from Happy Day because it's a bit bigger. That right there at the bottom, and we'll just write in continue the Pathfinder. All right, first half of the week is taken care of. Let's move on to Thursday. The first thing that happened on Thursday was that I needed to finish all of my open orders because I was moving the next day and I really needed the office to be packed up. obviously it's not super convenient to move when you don't have things packed. So, to finish orders, I think I'll use another one of these. Or maybe I'll use the panda head. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Use this big one. I haven't used one of, oh my gosh, it's really big. It's so cute. I'll use that. And then did a little bit of designing this day, and I also had to do some admin, shop admin in the background. So let's take this little box, which already has an icon in it, very convenient. I use this to mark designing the pajama party collection, which is already available in the shop. I will probably use that in a video coming up soon, if I can manage to get caught up. And then for the admin stuff, I'll just take another one of these labels. I'll use this bluish one. And let me see if I have like an icon that will match. Or better than an icon, I will use one of these little squares from Little Blue Garden, which is not open anymore, unfortunately. But I like to use these to make little like check boxes. Okay, and that will pretty much wrap up work for the week. I took Friday off because of moving. So, oh my gosh, you guys know what I didn't even realize? I'm using a Pride and Prejudice kit for this planner. And then for my other planner, I also used a Pride and Prejudice kit. How funny is that? Like, that's really funny. This one is from Golden Planner Shop. I can't believe it took me this long to notice that. Like, where's my brain today? Anyway, let's put down a full box. Let's see. Probably purple one will go best. Or maybe this one with the cups. I like this one. I will use this one. Okay. And then in the evening, I basically just took the time to make sure everything was ready for the move the next day, and I also washed my hair and read a book. So exciting. So let me get a little things header. And let's see how I want to mark this. I might use another candle. I like these little candle stickers. I'm sorry if you just heard my stomach growl. I don't know why my stomach growls every time I film a video. I'm not even hungry. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. It's like my stomach knows I'm on camera, so it's like, let's be embarrassing. It reminds me when I was in school and you were taking it, like you'd be taking a test and it'd be dead silent in the room and then your stomach would just growl so loudly. Oh my gosh, good times. Anyway. Ugh. That's a little better. Okay, now I will mark washing my hair. I have these from Inspire Ever After, and I usually pair them with one of these face mask Winstons. And these actually match super well to this kit, so I'm totally going to use one. And I will cut this. This is one big script, so I will cut it into 2 pieces. Perfect. And then in the very evening, I just read, of course, nothing unusual there. I use a little label and a book icon. Oh, actually, there's one on the deco sheet. Yep. It's a bit big though. Let's see if it'll fit. No, that'll have to wait and be used later on. Instead, I will use this tiny Winston. He fits very well. And of course, he's quite adorable. All right, now for Friday, I did do a little bit of work. On Friday, I posted some sneak peeks, so I'll use this little Winston for that. Of course, this is for like FaceTiming, but I think it's cute to use for when I talk to y'all. And then after that, it was like really time to get packing. So I hope you guys can tell how nicely this pen writes on the actual sticker paper. And then at 3:30 on this day, we actually picked up the keys to our new apartment, and then this was the day we had the movers. I don't think I clarified that, but we got the keys on this day so that we could go ahead and make sure everything was as it should be and go ahead and clean and sanitize the apartment. And then the next day we had the movers come. So it wasn't so, you know, stressful. To mark getting the keys, I think I'll just use another half box. Oh no, actually I'll put it on a sticky note because that is more like, more this. You know what I mean? I don't know what the word is. More poignant, that's the word. So I'll go ahead and put my little sticky note down and I'll get a clock sticker. I did make clock Winstons, but I have some other clock stickers that I want to use up before I break into a new sheet of Winstons. This is from Leona Prince, which I also don't think that her shop is open anymore, unfortunately. This was definitely the smoothest move we've ever done in the past. Ashley and I have had some very stressful moves, to put it lightly. Go ahead and put down my full box. And the last things I need to mark are that we went to Target to grab a couple things, because when you move, you seriously realize what you need to replace or what is missing in your life. So I have a lot of Target stickers. Let's see if I can find one to match this spread, because a red Target bullseye would look very strange in here. And this might work. These little bougies from Ohana Store, those are really cute. Of course, we have Etchy. We do have Winston, but the red is just not going to work in the spread. Yeah, let's use this bougie. He's really cute. And the lettering is a bit off, like the center of it, so I'm gonna not move. I wish I could move my lettering, but instead I'll just take an arrow and put it underneath to denote, like to point and make it look like I meant to leave that space. See, it's perfect. These arrows are from my shop. Let's fix that angle a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. And then in the evening, we just picked up Chick-fil-A because we really didn't feel like cooking anything on this day, as you can probably imagine, so that's going to be a tight squeeze. So I'll just use an icon. Let me find one. I know I have some Chick-fil-A icons somewhere. Here we go. This is from my shop. It is a fast food Winston. These are like special edition. They come back to the shop every few months, I would say, at this rate. And we have several. We have like Whataburger and like In-N-Out and different ones like that, along with like national ones like McDonald's and stuff. So if you're interested, keep your eye out. They'll come back someday. Okay, and that is Friday. So let me go ahead and put down my boxes for Saturday, then I can get rid of this sheet. So again, Saturday was the day we actually had our movers come. Unfortunately, well, we had them scheduled for 9:30 in the morning so we could get our move on, get the move going very early, and hopefully get it over with very early, because obviously movers charge you by the hour or like 15 minutes, I'm not sure. Anyway, we had them scheduled for 9:30 and they actually were late because one of the guys, he told us when he got there, he was like, my alarm didn't go off this morning. I was like, great, thanks for letting us know. But anyway, so the first thing I did this morning was actually throw away my old desk chair. If you've been here for a while, you've probably heard this story before, but when I first moved out to my first apartment a few years ago, I wanted to have like a very aesthetic office, of course, you know, just because I was young and that's what I cared about. So I ordered this chair from IKEA, and it was very, very cute chair. You've probably seen it if you followed my Instagram or anything for any amount of time. My stomach just growled again, I'm so sorry. Like, hopefully you can't hear it. It's probably just sounds like I'm talking about something crazy, but anyway. So I bought this chair from Target, and it was, or not Target, from IKEA, and it was really cute, but of course I bought it offline, so I didn't sit in it before I purchased it, which is a mistake. Never do that, but I did it. So the chair arrived, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can't wait to try it on, or try it out and all that stuff. So the chair arrived, and basically I sat in it for the first time. I was like, wow, this is really not comfortable, like, at all. And of course, I had that chair for like 2.5 years, and I had to sit in it. Did I mention it cost $125? That was why I didn't just like give it away or try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. But anyway, it was so uncomfortable, and it was so bad that it got to the point where I was having back pain every night from sitting in this horrific chair. Anyway, so when I moved, when I knew I was moving, I was like, oh, I have to get a new chair. I can't go on with this chair anymore. So I got a new chair, and I decided to get rid of my old chair. And most apartment complexes, of course, have the like furniture, I don't know what it's called. It's the little like gated area where you put furniture you don't want anymore. So at like 6 o'clock in the morning on this day, Ashley and I carried that chair over to the furniture disposal thing. Ugh, it was really funny. I hated that chair, but this was a funny memory. I feel like I'm telling y'all the most random and pointless stories throughout this Play With Me. I hope it's not super boring or anything like that. I'm not much of a talker, so I do like filming these talk through videos, but sometimes I struggle with what to talk about. You guys can probably tell. Anyway, as I said, the movers were scheduled for 9:30. They came a little bit later than that. I'll mark that with another clock from Leona Prince because it matches pretty well. And I think I'll use this blue box. These movers were pretty good. They only broke a couple of our things, which was nice. And then for the rest of the day, we just moved our own belongings, the ones that we had in boxes by ourselves. We also went to Target again this day. I do not remember why we went to Target 2 days in a row, but apparently we needed something. But let me go ahead and mark the moving of our own stuff. I guess I use a car for that. Let's see. Probably use this little pink Winston driving. It's kind of crooked, I think. And then the Target run. I might mark it the same way as the day before because I just don't have that many stickers that fit these colors, unfortunately, because these colors are really nice. And we'll have a little bit of room at the bottom, but I'll just fill that with washi. Okay. And then the next day, I actually woke up at 3:30 in the morning because throughout our move, we were eating out a lot, of course, because it's inconvenient to cook when you're moving. And whenever we eat out, which is really rare, I usually get a glass of sweet tea to drink as a treat. And normally I don't drink any caffeine. I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea, I don't drink soda, I don't drink energy drinks, I don't drink any caffeine, I don't eat chocolate, really. So I'm not used to caffeine at all, and I had like 3 glasses of sweet tea, I think, over the course of these 2 days, or yeah, 3 glasses, I think. And man, I should not drink caffeine. Like on these days, I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning or like 5 a.m. and could not go back to sleep. And then on this day, I woke up at 3:30. I guess this was like the culmination of the caffeine. I mean, I wasn't tired. Like I woke up and obviously from the caffeine, I had a lot of energy, but man, it is so weird to be up at 3:30 and then I was up like from like 3:30 to like midnight doing all this stuff. So yeah, not super healthy, but I definitely learned my lesson. Don't drink sweet tea 3 days in a row. Probably the sugar didn't help either because, as most of you probably know, sweet tea has a lot of sugar in it. So let's see what I can use to mark getting up. I have these little Winstons. These are actually like nightmare or insomnia Winstons, but it'll work pretty well for this instance. Let me go ahead and flip my planner so I can write a bit more easily. Alright, and then of course we had to spend this entire day cleaning and organizing and getting stuff put away and all that. So I will try to pick a half box that won't clash terribly. This one will be better, I think. I didn't like all the green right there. And I'll probably just like put a strip of washi here. I also had to go get groceries this day because, of course, moving, we didn't move any food because it's a hassle. And I needed to stop eating out because I need to stop drinking tea. So let's see what we've got here. I might use one of these. These are really cute. These are from, I think the shop was called the Emerald Bluebird. This was like the first sticker sheet I ever purchased 5, almost 6 years ago. And I still am using them, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if the shop still exists, but if it does, I will have it linked down below. Okay. And after we got groceries, I needed to plan because I didn't plan at all this week. I just didn't have time, and everything was partially packed up and so on and so forth. So I just bulk planned on this Sunday. So I have some stickers for that. I have these scripts. These are really cute. Hopefully one of these will work because I don't have any more that'll match. That one might work. It's really cute too. I don't think these will go very well. I don't think these will go very well. That might work. These I don't think would go, and these are a little bit too bright. So I think I want to use this one. It's so cute. I love Happy Daya. So I'm just going to put this down right here, and then I'll use this plan script from Planner-esque. And that will complete my week. So let me put everything away and show y'all what I have going on. There we go. So that was my moving week. I hope you guys enjoyed this super long video. Oh my gosh, I did not realize I've been talking for an hour. I hope you guys liked another talk through plan with me. The next couple videos will probably be sped up just for some variation and for those of y'all who don't enjoy the long videos. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.